Pesticide is actually a misnomer. The pesticide used in modern agriculture kills not just pests, but all kinds of lives. But who or what are pests anyway? Come to think of it, aren't they also part of the same nature that you and I are part of? Although for our convenience, we'll be using the word pest, I must make it very clear at the outset that in nature, there is no concept of pest. Every living being is an organism, and all organisms are part of complex food chains along with the plant kingdom. And like every system, this system of interdependency also has a point of stability. Only when this natural balance is disrupted and population of a certain insect goes beyond control, only then pests are created. And then we human beings take actions to get rid of the pest, which in turn ends up killing other predator insects also. And that causes further imbalance and the new pests are born. GMO products, synthetic fertilizers are great at creating this imbalance. This leads to use of pesticides which creates further imbalance and thus a vicious cycle is initiated. Even if you're not using chemicals and GMO, but doing things in your garden that is not in harmony with nature, like planting out of season crops, you end up creating an imbalance in the garden. Sometimes people get very worried upon seeing insects in their garden and try to eliminate them. What you must remember is that not all insects are harmful for your garden. In fact, most of them are either predators, pollinators, or are just harmless beings. Of all the varieties of insects that are found in the garden, most are actually beneficial. Only a very few of them can actually be classified as pests. In organic farming, a preventive approach is taken to deal with pest issues. You must create natural balance in the garden, grow healthy plants that are resilient and also follow processes that are in harmony with nature. So how do you do that? First, you must keep your soil healthy and full of life. We have learnt about it in understanding soil and soil management sessions. Healthy soil leads to healthy and resilient plants. We have also seen in water management section how wrong watering can damage the plants and soil. A weak and infected seed will never produce a good plant. Hence, procure reliable seeds and save them for next season. Using crop rotation, life cycle of soil-borne pests and diseases can be disrupted. It also maintains the nutrient balance in the soil. Monocropping is strictly prohibited in organic farming. You must maintain a good diversity of plants in your garden all the time. Strong smelling plants like lemongrass, basil, and mint help to keep away a lot of harmful insects. Another thing that you must practice is physical distancing or isolation. For example, if you have, say, eggplant, beans, okra in your garden, then the plants should not be kept next to each other. Same goes for beans and okra. That way, if there is a pest in one plant, it will not spread easily to others. Marigold and other plants which produce bright yellow flowers attract insects towards them. Having such plants, which are also called as trap crops, make sure that insects do not go to the other plants to lay their eggs. Companion planting, which means to plant two or more friendly plants together to help each other out, is also a great way to avoid pests. Though the scope of companion planting is less in containers, in case you have bigger containers, you can experiment companion planting there. When you plant something that is not adapted to local ecosystem or plant a crop out of season, you are doing something that is not in harmony with nature. So avoid that. And last but not the least, regular use of organic foliar sprays is also a very effective way to manage pests in your garden. They're not only preventive but also are curative. Two such foliar sprays that we'll be learning more about are Panchagavya and pot manure. Organic foliar sprays are not just for managing pests. They are also used as fertilizers like Amrit Jal. In fact, even Amrit Jal is also used as a foliar spray, but it is more effective as a soil conditioner. Regular use of foliar sprays promotes healthy roots, stems and leaf growth too. The first such foliar spray that we'll learn about is Panchagavya. Loosely translated, it means 5 things from the cow. It is actually made from 5 things from the cow and 4 things from plants. The other foliar spray cum fertilizer we will discuss in this session is pot manure. It needs 2 things from the cow and 4 things from the plants. Even after doing everything right, you can still have pests in your garden. We can always try to create perfect balance in the garden, but it is not always possible. It is always a work in progress. And the best time to deal with such pests is when they have just come into your garden. Hence, you must check your plants regularly. If not every day, check them every 2-3 days. Especially check below the leaves. If you find any signs of pests, just remove them from the plant and dispose them off. If you find a diseased plant or a plant that has not been healthy for some time, add some compost to the soil and mulch well. Use a foliar spray like Panchagavya and water using organic fertilizer. Use the foliar spray and liquid fertilizer once a week. You should see your plant recovering in about 20 to 30 days. If it doesn't happen, it is better to get rid of the plant. And lastly, do not use any traps like yellow sticky traps or pheromone traps. They kill more beneficial insects than actual pests in the garden. All these measures will take care of your pest issues in your garden. But in case you still have some pests or diseases, or you do not have Panchagavya or pot manure right by your side, then there are some organic pesticides that you can prepare with ingredients from the kitchen. A lot of common pests and the solution is given in the handout with this course.